Welcome back to part 2 of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. As you know, I left you on a little bit of a cliffhanger because of timing. I tried to make it a little bit shorter than I usually do, with a lot of videos. So I'm trying to come down to less than 20 minutes each. So if you remember, this is one of the most difficult games to handle. Not good if you rage a lot during games. But during this boss battle, you get to actually see one of the pieces of Eden in action. An actual one that does a pretty good ability. I'll show you, and then I'll start talking.
Is one must lead with one's right foot.
Everything all right, my dear?
Do you require assistance? I never liked balls.
Here, the location of the vault. Go!
Just like that? No plan?
No time for plans. I'll catch up as soon as I'm rid of this infernal contraption.
This is the piece of Eden. This has several abilities, one of which is to be immune to any firing weapons. Basically throwables or shootables. It confused me for a little bit, so I tried a little bit of an experiment to see if they worked. And they don't. It's completely immune to those types of moves.
What are you doing?
Exploiting. I warned you, my boy. But you do not listen.
And its second ability, super strength, and a lot of health. Which is kind of cool in a way, but a little bit weird. I don't know why, but I just think it's a little bit weird. And here's the third ability, vaporization.
You don't know how to
Pretty
use
cool.
your You're a monster! You don't know how to use the artifact!
London will soon be rid of your chaos. This city was a safe harbor. Unlike what alternatives do you?
I tried shooting him again, but only melee attacks work on this guy. if you're thinking I'm being a little unfair on this boss, 3 hits from this boss could wipe your entire health. Now, think of that when I pummel this guy to the side of a wall.
You forgot to escort me home.
Let me rectify my mistake.
Oh yeah, he also has regeneration. Now, this isn't used when you're fighting him. It's only shown in the cutscenes, which is pretty cool.
I admire. Come closer.
Now, I haven't failed this part, but I think if you don't make it in time, your partner dies and it's a desync. Plus, you could survive a couple hits from those. They barely do anything on your health, which is kind of funny. So I just full front straight into that. Nothing to worry about, just a little bit of a shock, and you're okay. Now before this battle ends, I just have to make a comment. If that weapon was put into a right hand that actually killed their opponent the first time they laid eyes on them, he probably could have taken over the world. But instead he had to be an idiot and not kill the 2 main characters using that equipment.
Shall we?
Let's. London will perish without me. You flatter yourself. I would have created a paradise.
The city belongs to the people. You are but one man.
I am at the very top of the Order.
You were Mr. Starick.
You were.
Shame we won't be partners anymore.
It's for the best, isn't it?
Are you gonna wear the shroud and run London?
Whatever it gives, it takes from someone else. You'd continue to age without me. You'd become like father.
A fate worse than death.
Will you wear it?
After you sorted out the boroughs, the chaos I caused, I couldn't compete.
Jacob Fry stepping back. Who's blackmailing you? Is it George?
He wouldn't dare. I've missed you.
Me too. Would it be possible to continue where we left off?
I'd love nothing more.
I'm starting to think father didn't know everything about everything. Henry.
It's a big world out there. With London in the center.
Perhaps not the very center.
I came as soon as I could. Do not worry. I'll head back to the train. Did I jeopardize the mission?
Henry, you saved it. I think you belong in the field. With me.
A carriage! Nicely done, Freddy.
Mr. Aberline, please.
Your Majesty.
Miss Fry.
You've met before?
Did I never mention?
Mr. Aberline informs me that you three are responsible for saving my life. Is this true?
It is, Your Majesty.
Evie Fry, step forward. And you?
My brother, ma'am. Jacob Fry. And this is Mr. Henry Green.
Mr. Fry? Mr. Green? Kneel. Arise. I invest you all in the Order of the Sacred Garter.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
If you are as adept as Mr. Aberline implies, I may call on you.
Sergeant Aberline tends to exaggerate, Your Majesty.
We shall meet again. And Miss Fry,
Ma'am?
should you want it, I saved you some cake.
Father would be proud of you.
Dame Evie Fry.
Sir Jacob Fry.
Race you to the train.
You're on.
This is one of the happiest endings of Assassin's Creed, inside the Animus. But, of course, in real life, it's not the happiness part. It's more of the scary and twisted of what's happening in the modern day.
That's it. It's under the palace.
Time to go.
Let's get the shroud to Dr. Grammatica immediately.
Sigma team beat us here. We're too late.
What do we do?
Killing really is the least productive way to achieve our goals. Kill them all.
Contact!
Cover me! That skinny piece of shit tried to murder me, Berg. I want him to bleed.
Dreams that only poisoned us, them that told us lies of their bravery, them that preached of progress and put us in the poorhouse. Them done the horrid murder on bloody stages, them that loudly corrode their humility, lords and dames that sung in the chapels on a summer day. All quiet now, their mouths are stopped up.
Hold still, goddammit!
Only the mission matters!
Understood!
Those who fought for
Shut!
something better, those who taught by how they live, loved ones taken long before their work was done. Underground,
Galena, we need an exit!
Secure the vault! All targets are righteous!
We need to go! Now!
Understood.
Shroud.
Forget the bloody shroud! Stay with me, Bex. Please!
We go.
Good work in there, Initiate. In time, we will recover the shroud. And hey, we pulled a feed from our bug in Isabel's computer before they shut us out. Playing it now.
Sorry about the mess.
So, how's the shroud gonna help you create a new clone?
It's not. When the shroud is wrapped around the body, it scans it for damage and then reconstructs it on a cellular level.
You're not making a clone. You're gonna recreate a precursor from scratch.
Bingo! The Phoenix Project timetable just got accelerated big time. I'm going to call Alan Rick and deliver the good news. It's like Christmas!
While you're watching this, I'm going to tell you my rating and my theory. Starick was a difficult playthrough, but the boss seemed pretty simple. So the boss will be
I'm scared.
a 5 out of 10. And here is my theory.
Scared of you.
One of the Assassin's Creeds won't be an Animus. And that is all. Signing off with this.